I lost $32,000 trading options in about 4 minutes. That hurts to say out loud.
You're broke!
It all started back a few years ago when the Rona first hit. And at this time, I had a decent amount of cash saved up. And so I thought to myself, what better way to start making some money than becoming your newest day trader?
Oh, it went to zero!
So like any smart person, the first thing I did was I went straight to Twitter and I found this guy named Zach Morris. Now, Zach Morris is the GOAT. Basically what happens is he tweets out a stock, everyone goes and buys it, the stock goes to the moon, you sell it, and you all make thousands of dollars together.
It's just the way the stock market works. It's all a pump and dump. Yeah, I fucking pump money into your fucking bank accounts. If you can't make money follow me, then you're a fucking idiot.
Now with this patent pending strategy I used, it worked for about 2 weeks until I got hosed.
Congratulations, you played yourself.
Eventually I noticed I was gradually losing money, so I started to transition into actually choosing my own picks and actually starting to kind of do my own due diligence on my own trades. What a concept. Now look, I figured when I started there would be a little bit of a learning curve, so I was okay if I lost a little bit of money at the start because I figured it was an investment, I'm paying my dues. Now at this time, after I just started kind of recently doing my own picks, GameStop was birthed. So I found GameStop with Wall Street Bets, and like everyone did, I liked the stock. And because the stock was so volatile, it actually offered a really good opportunity to day trade it and make really good money, except I didn't know what I was doing. And after casually losing $10,000 because Robinhood decided to stop the trading of GameStop and it halted and went down very quickly, yeah, I lost 10 grand in about 2 minutes of that instance. And that's when I decided, Robinhood, I hate you. After this big L, I took a step back and I decided I'm gonna start doing swing trades and make a little bit smarter decisions. Now, a swing trade is when you buy it, you hold it for a couple months or whatever, sell it, rinse and repeat. Now, this is technically less risky than day trading, but also not as easy as it sounds. After months of swing trading and kind of gradually losing money and seeing my account go like this, very slowly dying, I was still checking Twitter and I was still seeing every day Zach Morris posting these insane gains of millions of dollars just from pumping these little penny stocks. I then thought of the brilliant metaphor that truly inspired me. Monkey see, monkey do. So I changed my entire game plan. I started trying to implement exactly what Zach would do. I would try to find low value under the radar stocks, look for some good upcoming news that was coming with it, load up on that puppy and wait for the world to catch up. Eventually, when the world catches up, they pump the stock with me. I cash out, we're all rich together. Again, really good concept, really not likely to do. So at this point, I was spending hours and hours searching for that next play. I'm sitting there and I'm hungry. So what do? I order my favorite food, wings. Now I'm a sucker for some buffalo bone-in traditional wings, preferably all flats with ranch. That's one of my favorite foods. And so I'm always ordering wings. And that is when I started to notice people talking about the national wing shortage. One of my favorite foods was going extinct.
My disappointment is immeasurable, and my day is ruined.
After initially being so sad, nevertheless, I came across this article that I thought was going to change my life for forever. It was my golden ticket. It was my honeypot. It was my sweet Elon Musk coming from the clouds and dropping off the check that I was going to use to buy my mega yacht that I've always dreamed of. In big, bold letters, I saw Thigh Stop. Now, I know what you're thinking, that makes absolutely zero sense, but let me explain my thought process. There is a national wing shortage going on, wings are disappearing, and so Wingstop decides to be innovative, creative, intelligent enough to create and invent the Thigh Stop to overcome competition and separate themselves ahead of every single wing company or business or restaurant out there. To me, this was pure genius and completely innovative. I thought this would shoot them ahead and launch their stock to the absolute moon. So I immediately went home and decided I was gonna go and buy a bunch of call options expiring the next day. Why? Because I like the stock. Now, if you don't know what options are, here's a quick options for dummies in 10 seconds. Basically, you're gambling away all your money that the stock will either go up or down in a very specific amount of time. If you're right, you win big. If you're wrong, you lose all of it. Now, options are not like a stock where if it goes down 2%, you only go down 2%. For example, if you place call options betting that the stock will go up, let's say to $101 and it's at $100 and it only goes up 50 cents. Although the stock even went up like you predicted, if it doesn't get to that exact amount that you said in that exact time, your options expire worthless. That means zero. So with that being said, I YOLO'd $50,000 right before the bell was about to close for the day. at $3.59, I purchased $50,000 worth of Wingstop call options expiring the previous day at 4 o'clock. I did this a minute before the market closed. That way I can fight off some of that time decay, thinking I was playing a smart move. Nevertheless, it wouldn't really matter. So I wake up the next morning and I unfortunately notice that Wingstop is actually down a couple percentage points. Now, like I said, this normally isn't a huge deal, but when you're doing options, it's everything because it is not at the exact price I need. Like I said, worthless, zero. Now, initially, when I saw it was down a couple percentage points, I thought my max loss was going to be a few $1,000s. I was going to sell right away right when the market opened. I wasn't too worried. I'd take the L for a couple $1,000s. The risk was worth the reward of getting my mega yacht. And then the clock struck 9 a.m.
Yeah, listen, we fucked up.
And I saw my account immediately go down $32,000 in less than a minute. So you might be asking yourself, when you take a loss this big, what does it feel like? It feels terrible. I literally sat in my chair for about an hour with this dark pit in my stomach that I literally can't describe. If you've lost this amount of money this quickly, you know what I'm talking about. It is the worst feeling I have ever experienced in my entire life, and I wouldn't wish it on my worst enemy. Now, you may ask, why am I sharing this story and showing you how smart of a human being I am? I am doing this to remind you that I am not a financial advisor and to remind you to not be a total idiot. Now, I hate to admit that this story is 100% true, and looking back in hindsight, I don't know what I was thinking at all, and this might have been the stupidest thing I've ever done in my entire life. But now on the bright side, I am able to write off this catastrophic L on my taxes. Definitely not worth losing this much money right away though. But with that being said, that is how I lost $32,000 within 4 minutes. If you're watching this video, please don't be a degenerate and waste your money. After this huge L, I have transitioned my entire portfolio into slow, boring, long-term investments that have already done so much better than I thought and is way less risky, and also the stress that I don't feel anymore is so much better. And now I am focusing a lot less on stocks and going heavily into YOLOing my money into real estate, which I have a lot of stuff coming soon, which I will drop here pretty quickly. But with that being said, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. True story, don't be a degenerate. Like this video, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.